Hi everyone, you're welcome again to my channel. How are you doing? This is Flookie, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and follow this channel because we talk about everything that makes settlement easy for you as an immigrant, sharing experiences and then one thing or the other that you can learn and help you navigate this new life in a new world or in a new country. So keep watching, guys. And for today's video, I'll be talking about finding career success here in Canada and how to be able to navigate it and help you to see from my own eye as an immigrant how you can begin to be more open, be more strategic in your approach towards settling here in Canada, especially regarding your career. Don't go anywhere, guys. So you're welcome to part 2 of this video, talking about how to navigate career success here in Canada. And I'm just sharing a bit of my experience as well, and encouraging somebody that are really looking frustrated right now, that you're looking at things not working for you, that Canada is a good decision that you have made. Hold on to it, and definitely you'll be able to have good reasons to look back and be grateful in just a few years from now. So if you have not watched the part 1, I'm going to link it up on the screen. Please go watch it and and come back and watch this one. That's what I would say. So it's just a continuation of me encouraging you as immigrants so that you'll be able to know that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Nothing comes easy. Nothing comes without hard work. Nothing really comes without you putting in that effort. Okay. So part of the strategies that also work is for you to continue to network, because there will always be somebody in your field, someone in your profession, someone that can help you, that can hold you by the hand and help you to navigate those struggles that you're facing, especially regarding work. And we're just looking at this in regards to job, right? And your career success, settling as a professional in your career. And this is very important. So you have to look for somebody or a group of people. Sometimes there are groups on WhatsApp, like it will always be a status quo that exists everywhere. You'll find your professional bodies or professional colleagues in those WhatsApp groups. They share a lot of things, tips, how to navigate that industry, what to do, exams to write, where to apply, and so many things, what the recruiter is looking for, or the jobs that are hot that people are moving to, or that they are looking for more people. All of these things you will find. So please hop on such groups. And I would say for groups too, I'm also very careful, because some groups just keep sharing what are not meaningful. But if there are the things that will help in your profession, please, I will always encourage you to go on those groups so you can have better insights to what your industry is saying, and be able to navigate those things and help you to that's just move a step further from your job search. Sometimes it can be frustrating. You're not seeing the result. You're doing everything. You might just need a tip. You might just need a guide. You might just need someone that can help you to do one or two things, to share or help you even in their own industry, in their own company. They might be looking for somebody and they know you that, oh, this person is a professional in his or her field with this particular role, and this is what they are looking for, and they can always recommend you, because that's another way that people get employed. Recommendation, internal recommendation, is also very important. For job search, I would say don't just apply to everywhere. Applying everywhere does not help your chances of getting a job. You have to be strategic. LinkedIn is a good tool. And if you optimize your LinkedIn profile, you even get recruiters coming to you directly that there's this role. Are you interested, or do you know someone who is interested? I've been job hunted from LinkedIn too before. So it is working. So optimize your LinkedIn profile. Go on there. I think I need to update one LinkedIn, video that I did at some point sharing how to do these things. I'll link the old one here. You can still go back there and watch it. It's still very relevant. But there are more things, more tools that even LinkedIn keeps opening up, that features that you can explore to help you be more visible in your job search. So please explore these options. Don't just be there and be moping and be crying and be complaining. Nothing falls on a lap that does not do the work. So do the work. If you have to pay, come and pay me. I will help you. I also help with optimization. So please do the work. You have to do the work, and then you'll be more visible. There are also other, Indeed, there's Job Bank. Please look for those, and particularly you must identify those companies that you want to work with. There are some, like if you're in engineering, there are industries, there are companies rather, that are in that particular field that you must target. Don't be targeting companies that does not relate to your industry. You are shooting a miss. You must target those companies. Follow them on LinkedIn. Follow them on LinkedIn. If you have other social media, follow them. You will know when they post. Look for people section under those companies and look for their HR. Those in that recruitment space, follow them so that when they post jobs, you will see it. You will see it. Follow them so that you'll be able. That's the essence. LinkedIn is a great tool for you to optimize your job search. You can find resources there. So find those resources. Follow all those HR people. Follow them so that you are not left in the dark. And maybe those that also have your job title, those job roles that you're looking to apply to in those companies, look for those key people too that work in those roles. Follow them so that it will be beneficial to you, because sometimes they repost these things as they are looking for. So that's another technique for you in your job search, and begin to explore these options. And don't keep your mouth closed. They say a closed mouth is a closed destiny. Tell people that you're looking for work. Ask for referral from those companies if you know people that work there, that they can vouch for you. Talk. And that's why you must be engaged. Don't stay in the dark. Don't be doing, I don't want to associate. I don't want to. If you don't want to, you remain there alone. You remain there alone, because at the end of the day, it still benefits you. So why would you want to stay aloof and stay alone because you don't want to put yourself out there? You're looking for work. I beg, please go out and launch out and do the needful. Another thing that is important for you in your career success is to prepare for your interview. Some people, they will do all those work and then neglect interview. You feel because you have been chosen. In fact, you have a higher chance of being the right candidate if you are called for an interview. Because have you seen how many people apply for jobs lately? Where are the jobs? I keep wondering what is happening in the job industry. People keep applying for jobs, and if it's those hot cake jobs, you'll see 100 people in less than 24 hours, 500 people in less than 1 week, 1,000 people. One job, one opening, and that number of people. Yes. So if you are called for an interview, count yourself fortunate, and you are just a step closer to getting that job. So what is doing you? What is the problem? Prepare. You have to research the company. Those are basic things that recruiters will ask you. Why do you want to work with us? Why did you choose us? They know that you are searching and hunting around. They know now. We know as recruiters that you are just looking for work. We know. It's like somebody that is coming to Canada as a visitor. We know that the person wants to stay. Immigration know that you don't want to go back. You are looking for ways to stay. They know, but they want to ask you, are you going to go back? So you must research that company. Most important, know what they do. If you don't have full knowledge, you understand, that's still good. But the basics of what they do, their values, what they stand for, you must know that and see how it relates with your own values, because you also want to resonate with it when you're answering those questions. Begin to look for things that they are passionate about, that relates with your role, and that you can use as your own experience and talk about it in your interview. You want to make an impression. Abby. So that when, after that interview, they are talking about the candidates that they've interviewed, they will say that person that did this. Strong impression you want to make, so that you impress yourself in them, that they cannot forget, because you have also bamboozled them, you have wooed them with your speech. It's not the eloquence of speech, I tell people, but you must deliver what they are looking for. The key points, the focus of what they need as a company for that role, you must talk about it. What are they looking for? We talk about keywords. It will be in that job post. Please let it be in your resume. Let it be in your talking point. If you have to flash it as part of your skills, your competencies, begin to talk about it. How you were able to collaborate, how communication skills has helped you to be able to deliver on a project, how you've been able to work together with other team members. Everything. If you manage stakeholders, don't pardon me, I'm in IT, and so I talk about collaboration and delivery and all of that. So, but peculiar to your industry, there must be your own key points or keywords. Begin to speak to that keywords, so that will help you in them. You'll just be seeing them doing like this because you are hitting the keywords. And of course, you are not immune. When you eventually get that job, there is the culture that you also have to imbibe within the workplace. You have to learn their culture. Here in Canada, the way things are done is different in the workplace. They also have their own caucuses. They have ofofo that they do in the workplace. I'm not asking you to join those caucuses of ofofo people, gossips, I mean. So you can decide to, look for the group of people that will help your journey, because you want to remain visible in that company. Because when they begin to look at those that they want to promote or put as heads in a particular unit, as the company begins to expand, you want to be that person. You want to stand out. You want to do your work. Please, that's the primary reason why you got hired. Do your work. Because already whether you like it or not, you are subtly discriminated against. You are subtly discriminated against. And you want to be able to stand to show that you are fit for that role. You are showing value. You are delivering value to that role, and let that value speak as your competency. You don't want to be there and just stay aloof. You don't join meetings, or you don't speak in meetings. You have to hone. I say this, tell people, please, your own accomplishment, especially when you have a group that is diverse, different. You have a team in a particular place and there are other teams in another location or this. Some people might not really have direct way to know what you're doing. So in those group meetings, please hone your deliverables, what you have been able to achieve. Talk, nobody will say it for you. So that at least in the eyes of the senior management, they see that this person is performing. They see. You might have a supervisor that is covering your talents. Oh my God. Let me see to it. If you have a supervisor that is covering your talent and is not exposing this thing, it is you that you will talk about it yourself. They gave you this task. You were able to do it this way, and you were able to deliver this way. You were able to close out on this. Say it. As simple as one sentence, 2 sentences, say it. Your supervisor will not say that you lied there, because you actually did it. So please hone your skills, hone your achievements, what you've been able to do, so that when the time comes, they will begin to look for who they want to become, used to, to be heard, or who they need for something. You will stand out in their mind because you've already achieved what they are looking for. But the bottom line for you too is like, look, you need to be able to, within your workspace, be relevant. You have to be helpful. Here as well, you must find ways to help people, even within their role. Somebody needs an assistance to do something. Find ways to assist. Don't just do like, it's only my work that I'm doing. It's not so. There's teamwork. That's what they call teamwork, collaboration. You must be willing to help. Take on other people's job if you have to, because something happened to them. They couldn't be at work. If you're in the same team, it's not easy too. It's a lot for you to at some point. But sometimes it's not every time that we are all working. It's not every time that we are full in the capacity of our full 100% work. So sometimes you can take contacts. So please take it on. And that also shows that you are open. Okay? So do that. Those are ways that will help you in the workplace. There's fractional, there's factional. And I would say find ways to join groups that will help you. I'm not saying, if you understand what I mean, I'm not saying that when you find those bad eggs that you are joining bad eggs. That's not what I'm saying. But look at the genuine people that are helping the cause of the organization. If you have to volunteer at your workplace, please volunteer. If you have to show that they are doing something in the organization that you can help out or support, or you can do your own part, please do it. Show how you can be relevant in every. Don't just say just do my work and go to my house. Go do my work and go to my house. That will not help your cause. That will not push you further. That will just, if they are looking, it will not make you relevant. And if they are looking for people that they want to push up, they will find somebody else. So please, there's politics, and you must find how to play the game with sense, so that you will not be discriminated against or pushed back, especially because you are already subtly discriminated against. So that's one way, I'm talking about ways to also flush into the new work environment, and overcome the challenges that may come your way. You also want to develop yourself. Find ways to develop yourself just in your place of work. If there are new tools, I beg, go and look for it and learn it ahead of them even talking about it. You have to be on top of your industry. You have to join your association. If you have Institute of Project Management, if you have Institute of or HR, whatever they have, please join those associations. Know what they're talking about. Sometimes they have meetings, they have outings. If they have a chapter in your locality, you will be abreast of the new technologies and tools that are available in the workplace that you can explore. You can propose it. They will know that this person is really up in his own game. So please be relevant and find ways to improve as technology improves. Don't just be a dead end because you have gotten the job. What's it done? It has not finished. So find ways to do more. Do more and learn more and keep exploring. It's not the end of life. You might not go to school to go and read another bachelor's degree or another PhD or anything, but you want to continue to improve on yourself, continue to improve on your tools and your techniques to be able to. Efficiency is the end game of this whole process. How to be more efficient. And and I know that there was a time that for project management there was this generational AI that was coming, that just recently came out, how you can use Microsoft to be able to help you do so much. Like the way ChatGPT works, this one is like you not working safe, because ask the chat box anything, it will tell you, give you answer, help you with your mails. It's like you're using Grammarly. This one is like senior grandfather brother of Grammarly, and it's so good. It's a very good and helpful tool. And in project management, you want to be efficient. So these are the things that we're talking about. It was even free class that so many people jumped on. I also jumped on it, and it helps. It just shows that you are self-developing. It shows that you know what you are doing. So you want to be that person that will always want to improve on his or herself to eventually help the organization to succeed. So finally, before I close, I just want to mention that you also must look for someone that you admire in the industry that would help you continue to be a better person. Someone that inspires you, someone that you look up to, someone that does the job well. It could be your diversity group, it could be someone that is not in your diversity group. You just have to be open and follow this person. If you have to, even if it's on LinkedIn, even if you have to find ways to one-on-one meet the person, or you could virtually learn from the person, but you must have someone that inspires you in that industry so that you are not lost. This is a career. That's what sustains you in this new land, I'm telling you. So you want to continue to have that person as a mentor so that the person guides you and helps you through your process of your journey here as a career person in that field. And of course, as people share their success stories, success stories are meant to help other people. People share success stories. Canada is not for the faint-hearted, though. It is not. So if you are the person that just feels things fall on your laps, or things will just happen like you feel you want it, then you are not ready, because things will shock you. Things happen to people that you are in the middle of your journey, and you just feel that, how did I get here? Who sent me? As in, what am I thinking about? What is, or you just get fed up. Because I know that some people too, at some point in their career, those that actually went to study medicine, because that's like almost the main thing that people want to study here, they just feel there's job security. Like in COVID time, then I was in that care job that I was doing, and we had, government gave us some money too, because that field was a peculiar field during COVID. It's something that you want to think through. You want to think through, are you ready for what it takes? Because being in the medical field here, it is also not being, it's a lot. You have to continue to read and update your knowledge on the new discoveries in that field, because things keeps evolving. We're talking about lives here. And if you also say you want to be in the medical field, for instance, those that do nursing or those that do even the care job, you also need to improve yourself. You can't be stagnant. And for nursing especially, people get stuck. I know a couple of people that it's tiring. It's tiring. I made up my mind at my age, coming to Canada, over 40 years old. I said to myself, I ain't going to read anything. I am not interested. I gave myself, like I have a blueprint of where I'm going, and, my navigation towards that place. And I knew that it is not for me to go and say I am going to do one course or move into, because already I had the privilege, because of my background, to be able to fit into a lot of spaces. So that not everybody has, so I understand. But for my own story, for my own experience, it has helped me to better, find ways. If this doesn't work, this should work. Like I could work as a Scrum Master, I could work in project management, I could work as a supply chain analyst, I could work in operations, I could work as a business analyst. I had those options. Different. And even in project manager, there are different project spaces that you can work in. So I knew already, and there's no way that one will not enter. And even HR, even if it's HR analyst, because apart from that, I worked in recruitment. I really don't like recruitment. So I was looking for maybe an analyst role in recruitment, that's not interviewing people and doing all that. I really didn't want to go into that space anymore. So I just had those vast opportunities for me as a career, and I had a blueprint of where I am going to. And I knew that, look, because I'm not specializing in HR, then I'm not going to say I'm going to read CPHR. I am not going to. I almost started that in Nigeria before I left, but I knew that, look, I'm not specializing in HR. One of my friends was actually pushing me, but Afolake, I am very stubborn. I know what I want. I know where I'm going to. And influence that is negating my end goal, I don't shift ground, because I am focused. I know what I want to do. So even if I have hiccups along the way, it doesn't mean that navigation will be my solution. I remain focused. So I said, no, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to be where I will not be happy. I love to do what I want to wake up to do, enjoy doing it. And, I just keep, it's something that gives me joy, not what I enter by mistake. But, when you start your career too, those other jobs too, like when I started the job at the store or the care home, I wasn't happy with it. It wasn't what I wanted to do, but it was helping with the bills in as much as little ways it could. So I can't complain, but I still had my goal in mind. I still had my goal and my navigation in mind. So that was my focus. So this is just an encouragement for somebody to just, begin to look at ways in which you can push yourself. You have to push yourself and make sure that things align as you want it. It does not come on a platter of gold. It does not come to the faint-hearted. It does not come to the lazy person. It comes to someone that is very diligent, someone that will put in the effort. So if you are that someone, then Canada is a place for you, because you will eventually reap the reward of your labor over time. Don't remain in that status quo position. If you are starting off, at a very low state, don't remain there. Don't sit there. Don't be doing solidarity for yourself. I hate people pitying me for any situation. Lie. I won't even give you the chance. It's not possible. Whatever comes my way, I know that is a temporary state. So don't come and be pity-partying with me. I won't even give you, because even the way I do my things, you cannot see me and say you are pitying me, because I am not pitying myself. So what's your own? Face your front and do your own. So please don't pity yourself. Don't remain in that store. Even if you are cleaning, if you are in the grocery store working, don't pity yourself. Don't let people come and do pity party for you. You know your end goal. As you are doing that work, be chasing that goal. If it's going back to school, my own was not going back to school, because that's already settled for me. But if it's going back to school that works for you, please explore the options. Understand what it takes, because you probably will be going into debt. You'll be, getting some loans, school loans and all of that. You must understand that and know that is the process, or that is the road for you, and then focus on it, so that you are not regretting. Because I know some people still go through, in that confused state, they go through school loans and everything and still don't use that certificate to work, or maybe they didn't get job in their field and they are back to something else. It happens to people, and then you are now paying loans back. There's just so many things. So I wanted to avoid that, and knowing that I have a son that will be in the university, last if he wants to now take loan, he will now go and take loan, and then you don't want, how many loan do we want to be paying? But we are grateful, this is his third year. We've not had any opportunity to have student loan. He's been on one scholarship or the other. He's been on grants as well at some point, and then we've paid out of pocket too, from paying his fees to make up one or two fees that we had to pay up. So we are grateful, and not to put him in debt. It's not like school loans are bad, but you have to look at what works for you. You know how Nigeria works now. We don't spend what we don't have. So that mentality still works. But yes, we are all indebted. If you buy a house, you are a debtor. That one is the status quo for everybody. But you want to minimize as much of those debts. And that's why we just said, look, let's see how it goes. He's going into internship this year. Hopefully, in the next 12 to 18 months, then the rest is the final year. And by God's grace, we just trust that everything would finish well before our daughter now goes into her own college years. So we're grateful for this journey. There's a story for everybody. I've not completed my story. I'll complete in another video too. But there's always success for immigrants here in Canada. So your own won't be an exception. Your own will not be different. Focus on what you know how to do. Focus on your end goal. What is your end goal? That's what you should ask. What is your end goal from the get-go? What is your end goal? And then begin to work towards it. And trust me, God on your side, everything will fall in place. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do like, share, and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to this channel. And let's see what comes up in our next video. See you guys. Bye.